Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd.
Me out to the
Buy me
ball
some peanuts and
game.
Cracker
Take
Jack.
me out with the
I don't care if I ever
Buy me
get
some
back, for
peanuts
it's
and
root,
Cracker
root
Jack.
for the home
I don't
team.
care if I
If
ever
they
get
don't
back,
win,
for
it's a
root,
shame.
root for the home
For it's one,
team.
two,
If they
three
don't
strikes,
win,
you're
it's a
out at the
shame. For it's one, two, three strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Hello everybody, this is Apba Brian with Apba Classics and Game 7 of the American League Tournament of 1941. Today's game will see the Cleveland Indians go to New York to take on the New York Yankees. Both teams are 1-0 in the tournament. I'm not sure if I've misnumbered my titles some of the past games, but this is actually Game 7 of the division of the tournament. And it is the first game in the American League's second round. In the winner's bracket. Okay, here's the starting lineups for the Cleveland Indians. Starting off and playing shortstop is Louis Boudreau. Roy Weatherly is in left field. G. Walker in center field. Actually, it should be Jeff Heath in center field. Nope, G. Walker bats third. He's in left field. Heath is fourth. Hal Trotsky's at fifth, batting fifth, first base. Ken Keltner, third baseman, hitting sixth. Raleigh Hemsley, the catcher, batting eighth. Ray Mack is the second baseman. And Al Smith, grade CZ modifier, he is the same pitcher who stopped in front of 67,000 people in Cleveland, Joe DiMaggio's 56-game hitting streak. For the New York Yankees, Philip Rizzuto leads off and plays shortstop. Tommy Heinrich will be in right field and bat second. Joe DiMaggio is in center field. He'll bat third. Charles King Kong Keller will bat fourth and play left field. Bill Dickey is at catcher. Joe Gordon's the second baseman. Johnny Sturm at first base. Frank Rossetti bats eighth and plays shortstop. And the pitcher is Red Ruffing, grade B, Z modifier. All right, we're ready to begin. Let's get rolling. We're using Apba basic rules, except for the stealing. We use the master rules on stealing because we have the master symbols on the cards. And also in any result that causes someone to steal or get thrown out stealing, we will use the master ratings for that event. Cleveland is fielding column 2. New York's fielding column 1. Al Smith steps into the batter's box. Here is Red Ruffing's first pitch to the ball game. 25 is going to be a ball 4. That's going to be a walk. Al Smith is not batting. All right, Louis Boudreau will be batting. And 25 is a base hit. So the Indians start off with a single. And there's nobody out. Average speed at first. Roy Weatherly, the hitter. 21 is going to be a double play hit to the second baseman. That's Gordon to Rizzuto to Sturm. 4-6-3 double play. And suddenly there's 2 outs. G. Walker comes to bat. 1-3 is a 40. That's going to be a foul ball. 22 is a hit column roll for G. Walker. And 65 is going to be a single. And he is a fast runner. D26 steals. Red Ruffing's a +1 hold. And Dickey is +6 to his favor. So You have to take 7 off the number. Makes him safe on 11 through 41 if he tries to steal. Got Jeff Heath, a 340 hitter with some power coming to the bat. Here's the pitch to Jeffrey Heath. 6-6 roll, that's a drive. It might be, it could be. The right fielder, Tommy Heinrich, looks up. There it goes. A 2-run home run for the Cleveland Indians. And Jeff Heath makes the score 2-0. Cleveland. Hal Trotsky. 56 is going to be a swing and a miss for strike 3 for the 3rd out. So in spite of the double play, the Indians do post 2. Cleveland 2, Yankees coming to bat. So Jeff Heath had a great season in his rookie year in 1938. He's second in MVP voting. Hit 21 homers, drove in over 100 runs, and hit 340s his rookie year. And did the same thing in 41. Very strong hitter. He has the Indians off to a great start. Here is Phil Rizzuto for the Yankees. Here's the pitch by Al Smith. 41 is a ground ball to the shortstop, Lou Boudreau. 1 away. Tommy Heinrich. 1-4 is a fly ball to Roy Weatherly in left field. There's 2 down. Here is Joe DiMaggio. And a 54 is a fly out to the right fielder, Jeff Heath. So the Yankees go 3 up and 3 down in the first. We go to the 2nd inning. It's Cleveland 2 and New York 1. All right, King Keltner steps in for the Indians. He made 2 great defensive plays against Joe DiMaggio in that 56th straight game to help stop the streak. Red Ruffing winds and he pitches. 43 is a 29. That's a ground ball back to the New York pitcher. 1-3. Keltner is the first out in the Cleveland 2nd. Here is Raleigh Hemsley, the catcher. 36 is a pop out to second base. Joe Gordon is under it and makes the catch. 2 away. Ray Mack. 44 is a fly ball to Joe DiMaggio in center field. The Indians go 1-2-3 in the 2nd. Go to the bottom of the 2nd, Cleveland 2, New York 0. Here is Charlie Keller leading off for the Yankees. 44 is a 8 against a C pitcher. That is going to be a single left center field. First base runner for the Yankees, and he is fast. E24 stealing. Smith is +1 in holds, and catcher Hemsley is +3. So it'll be 20, 11 through 40, 11 through 42, he'd be safe. Bill Dickey is the batter. They're going to hit and run. Here's the pitch. The runner is starting. That's a 1-1 roll. That's hit column. 54 is a 7. That's going to be a single to right field, but the runner's only going to get to third. All right, so I guess that makes sense. Okay, first and third, nobody out. And Joe Gordon, the powerful second baseman of the New York Yankees, will have an opportunity here. Cleveland will play the infield back, try for a double play. Here's the pitch. 53 is a 19. Fielding column 2. That's going to be an error on the Cleveland third baseman, Ken Keltner. E5. Runner goes to second, and a run scores. The Yankees are on the board. 2-1. Still nobody out. Here is Johnny Sturm. And on first and second. 25 is a 9 against a C. That's going to be a ground out to third. Runners will advance one base. So 1 out, second and third. The 8th place hitter, Frank Cossetti, comes to bat. And he will be pitched to. And the infield will play in. 24 is a swing and miss for strike 3. So the infield can move back. And here's the pitcher, Red Ruffing, who is not a bad hitter and has some power. Here's the pitch to Ruffing. 22 is a 6. That's going to be a double, and it will clear the bases. Red Ruffing helps his cause with the stick, and it is now 3-2, New York. Al Smith not too happy that he couldn't get the pitcher. With 2 outs, here's the pitch to Phil Rizzuto. 6-6 roll, that's a hit column roll for the Scooter. 41 is an 11, a single to left, but the runner's out at home unless he's an F runner. And Ruffing is not an F runner. Kind of a big guy. Let's see, he was a slow runner, so he's nailed at home. I didn't declare playing it safe. So a single for Rizzuto and out at home. We'll score it 7-2. That's 3 outs, but not until the Yankees score 3. It's New York 3, Cleveland 2 as we go to the third. Red Ruffing goes back out there. He's got a new lease on life. He'll face the Indians pitcher, Al Smith. First batter in the third inning. Here's the pitch. 25 is a walk. So Al Smith goes to first. Average speed running. Lou Boudreau, the batter. Boudreau singled to lead off the game in the first inning. Here's the pitch. 54 is a fly ball to Tommy Heinrich in right field, 1 away. Here's Roy Weatherly. 65 is a 35, feeling column 1. That's going to be a foul out to the catcher. Bill Dickey, that's 2 outs. G. Walker comes to bat. Walker singled and scored in the first. 64 is a swing and miss for strike 3. We go to the bottom of the third. Yankees are up by 1. Tommy Heinrich will lead off the third for the Yankees. He played some outfield for New York last year, but he also played some first base. Here's the pitch to Heinrich. 1-2 is going to be a ground out to the second baseman. 4-3, that's Mack at second base for Cleveland. That's 1 out. And here is Joe DiMaggio, who flied to right his first time out. 23 is a ground ball back to Al Smith. 2 down. And King Kong Keller comes to bat. 56 is a pop out to the shortstop, Lou Boudreau. 3 up and 3 down. In the third, we go to the fourth. New York 3, Cleveland 2. Red Ruffing returns to the mound for the Yankees. He won 20 or more games from 1936 through 1939. He had a little arm trouble, which limited him to 15 wins in 40. He also won 15 games in 1941. Here's Jeff Heath, who homered in the first inning to put the Indians up 2-0 at that time. 1-5 is a single for Jeff Heath, and he is 2 for 2. He's a C24 stealer. But the Yankees are pretty good at stopping stealing. So it would be 24 minus 7 would be 1 through 17, 11 through 35, only slightly better than half a chance. And a good hitter coming up, we got Hal Trotsky, 294 batter. He's going to hold on at first. See what Trotsky does. Here's the pitch. 55 is going to be an 8 against a grade B. That's going to be a ground out to the third baseman, Frank Rossetti, who throws out Trotsky at first. Heath goes to second. One away for Ken Keltner. 62 is a fly ball to right field, 2 outs. And Raleigh Hemsley. Indians have the tying run out there at second base. Here's the pitch to Hemsley. 41 is a pop out to the shortstop, Phil Rizzuto. That ends the top of the fourth. Still 3-2 in New York. I don't know if there's many men who have as much effect on a success of an organization as Bill Dickey, longtime great catcher, Hall of Fame catcher for New York, and then he also trained Yogi Berra, who became their next Hall of Fame catcher. Here's the pitch to Bill Dickey, bottom of the fourth. 31 is a pop out to the third baseman, Ken Keltner. 1 out. Dickey is 1 for 2 in the game. Here's Joe Gordon. 43 is a ground ball back to the pitcher. 2 outs. Johnny Sturm. 63 is a fly ball to the center fielder, G. Walker. 3 outs. We go to the fifth. 3-2 New York. Ray Mack leads off for Cleveland. And I dropped the dice on the 4. Here's the other roll. 32 is a 26. That's going to be a ground out to Joe Gordon at second base. 4-3, 1 out. The pitcher, Al Smith, walked his first time up. 45 is going to be a walk a second time up. Lou Boudreau. 42 is going to be a 2 balls and no strikes. He's got the Z modifier. And now 53 is a 19. Fielding column 2, that's going to be a single. The left field runner will go to second. First and second for the Indians with 1 out. Roy Weatherly. He was over 2. He rolled into a double play his first time up. Here's the pitch to Weatherly. 53 is a 16. That's going to be a single to center. Runners advance 1 base. Cleveland has a major threat. Bases are loaded. G. Walker, the third hitter in the lineup, coming to bat. Can G. Walker put a quarter in the merry-go-round? Here's the pitch. 32 is a 26, fielding column 1. That's going to be infield deep. A double play. 4, 6, 3, killing off the threat, and we go to the bottom of the fifth. 3-2 New York. Frank Rossetti leads off for the Yankees. 52 is a ground out to third base, 5-3. And now Red Ruffing, who doubled his first time up. .35 is a 9. That's a pop up to the third baseman, Ken Keltner. 2 down. Top of the Yankee order, and the scooter, Phil Rizzuto. 42 is a strikeout. We go to the bottom of top of the 6th, rather. Yankees 3, Indians 2. Jeff Heath is 2 for 2, halfway to the cycle. Here's the pitch from Red Ruffing. 41 is going to be a ground out to the second baseman, Joe Gordon. Hal Trotsky. Trotsky had the misfortune of playing in an era of Jimmy Fox and Hank Greenberg, so that's pretty much what kept him off the All-Star teams, but he was a high-level performer, especially with the bat. Here's the pitch to Hal Trotsky. 6-6 roll. There's a long drive. It might be. It could be. Tommy Henry looks up, and there it goes. Game-time home run from Hal Trotsky. 3-3 here in the 6th inning. Ken Keltner. 52 is a ground out to the Yankee third baseman, Frank Rossetti, 5-3, 2 outs. Here is Raleigh Hemsley. 6-6 roll, that's going to be a 3, and that is a triple for the Cleveland catcher. He'll be third with 2 outs. Ray Max, the scheduled hitter. Timeout. Max steps up to the box to hit, and Ruffing is going to pitch to him. Here is the pitch to Ray Max. 62 is a fly ball to right field. 3 outs. But on the strength of the Hal Trotsky home run, the Indians tie the score 3-3 as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Tom Heinrich leads off for the Yankees in the bottom of the 6th. 5-5. Let's get the field right. 5-5 is going to be a base hit for Heinrich. R29 stealing. Not bad. Let's see, +1 again, and -4, so it'll be 25. R20. That's 11 through 51. But the R means you have to be up by 5 or more in the 9th inning. So he's not stealing. And he's not going to hit him right either. They're going to let Joe DiMaggio swing away on Al Smith. Here's the pitch. 24 is a fly ball to left field. 1 away. And DiMaggio's troubles with Al Smith continue. Here's King Kong Keller. 54 is a fly ball to Jeff Heath in right field. That's 2 outs. Bill Dickey, the catcher. It's 1 for 2. Scored a run. 1-5 is going to be a single, I believe. That's a single to center field. And with 2 outs, the runner will be able to go to third. So we got Yankees on first and third. And Joe Gordon's the batter. Tough hitter. 276 with 24 home runs. Johnny Sturm is on deck. He is 239. Gordon's going to get a walk. Bases loaded. Here's the pitch to Johnny Sturm, who may take exception to the slight. 46 is going to be a ground ball back to the pitcher. 1-3. We go to the 7th, still tied at 3. Okay, Al Smith will stay in the game and hit for himself. Then walked twice. 43 is a ground ball back to Red Ruffing for the first out. Lou Boudreau. 53 is going to be a 19, feeling calm 1. That's an error on the Yankee third baseman, Frank Rossetti. Boudreau goes to first. Average speed. Roy Weatherly. .46 is a ground ball to the pitcher. 1-3. Runner goes to second. G. Walker. Walker is 3 for 9 in the tournament. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. 51 is a 8 against a B. That's going to be a ground out to the pitcher. So Red Ruffing snags all 3 ground balls. Gets 3 assists in the inning. We go to the bottom of the 7th, 3-3. Frankie Crosetti, Red Ruffing, and Phil Rizzuto are scheduled to hit. Might be a pitch hitter for Red Ruffing. He is getting pretty close to his point of weakness. Let's see, his point of weakness is 33 batters. He has pitched to 30 batters. Here's a pitch to Crosetti. 21 is a ground ball to third base. 1 away. Ruffing's going to stay in and hit for himself. 1 for 2 with the double. 46 is a ground out to third base. So King Kellner getting a lot of action here in the 7th. Here's the pitch to Phil Rizzuto. 1-1 roll, that's hit column. 14 is going to be a single. E29 on stealing. The E means he can go. 29. We'll have to subtract 4, so it'll be 11 through 25. That's going to be a 11 through 51. Rizzuto is going to take off with Heinrich at bat. Here's the throw. He is plenty safe. So 2 outs. Yankees have the Scooter in scoring position. Here's Tommy Heinrich, a left-handed batter. Here's the pitch. 1-4 is going to be a fly ball to left field, caught by Roy Weatherly. That's the end of the 7th inning. We go to the 8th, still tied at 3. Okay, one of the hottest hitters in the tournament, Jeff Heath, will come to bat to lead off the Indians' 8th. He is 5 for 8 in the tournament thus far. Here's the pitch. He's got 2 home runs as well. 51 is going to be a fly ball to center field. 1 out. Hal Trotsky. 1-2 is going to be a ground out to the shortstop, Phil Rizzuto. 2 outs. And Ken Keltner. 36 is a pop out to second base, Joe Gordon. We go to the bottom of the 8th, still tied at 3. Okay, Al Smith is still 3 batters away from his point of weakness. Pitch to Joe DiMaggio. 45 is going to be a base on balls. And it looks like Al Smith is going to keep DiMaggio out of the hit column again. Here is King Kong Keller. DiMaggio stealing is a G26. '56 is a pop out to, let's see, I gotta read the scales on the wrong page. 56-34 is going to be a pop out to second base. 1 away. Bill Dickey. 52 is a ground out to third. Runner goes to second. There's 2 outs for Joe Gordon. Locked him in this situation last time. The pitch to Sturm worked out pretty well. I think he'll pitch to him. Here's the pitch. 1-6 is a ground out to shortstop. We go to the 9th. 3-3 tie. The catcher, Raleigh Hemsley, leads off for Cleveland. 43 is going to be a ground ball back to Red Ruffing, who picks it up, throws to first. Here's Ray Mack. 21 is a ground ball to the third baseman, Frank Rossetti. 2 away. They're going to get another inning out of Al Smith. They're not real deep in the bullpen, and he's not tired yet. 43 is a ground ball back to Red Ruffing. We go to the bottom of the 9th, 3-3 tie. Johnny Sturm leads off for New York. 65 is a foul out to the catcher. 1 away. Frank Rossetti. 44 is a base hit for Rossetti. Yankees have a runner and timeout. Okay, well, 1 out. Pinch hitter Buddy Rosar will be batting for Red Roughing. Atlee Donald is warming up in the Yankee bullpen. Al Smith is beyond his point of weakness, and he's had one bad thing happen to him, another one, and he'll go down a pitching grade. But he's still in there for Buddy Rosar. 1-4 is a fly ball to left field, 2 away. Top of the order for New York, and Phil Rizzuto. He is 2 for 4. 22 is going to be a base hit, 7. That's a single to right field, and that'll send Frankie Crosetti to third. And it's first and third New York with 2 outs and a reduced pitching grade on Al Smith. Timeout. Joe Krokowskis from Montreal, Canada, will be brought in to pitch. He will get the same sided bump up. He'll be a B pitcher for Tommy Heinrich. And here's the pitch for Heinrich, a critical game. He could win the game here. 1-4 is going to be a fly out to left field. And we'll go to extras. Tied 3-3. Okay, Atlee Donald from Morton, Mississippi is a grade B pitcher with a Y modifier. He'll be facing the top of the Cleveland order in the top of the 10th inning, Boudreaux, Weatherly, and Walker. 53 is a 19 in column 1. That's going to be an error on the third baseman, Frank Rossetti. I think that's his second error in the game. Boudreaux's at first, no outs. No matter what happens here, the Yankees will get a bat in the bottom of the inning. Unlike the NFL, somebody scores a touchdown in the first drive in overtime, you're sunk, like happened to the Chiefs in the championship game last year. Here is Roy Weatherly. 61 is going to be a 40. That's going to be runner out. Oh, no, wait a minute. Double. Feeling column. Yep, feeling column 1. Runners caught stealing, so I give them a chance. We have Boudreaux's at F27, and got to take this to be a 11 through 42. Oh, just barely. Dickey throws him out. 2-6, and nobody on base, 1 out. Roy Weatherly, 35 is a walk. Here's Walker. 53 is a 17. That's going to be a single to right field. Runner out at third. Right field trying to stretch it into third. It's going to be 9-5. Batter goes to second on the throw. Two outs. Here's the dangerous Jeff Heath. .56 is a pop out to the second baseman, Joe Gordon. The Yankees survived the top of the 10th. It's tied 3-3. Joe might deal with Al Smith. Here's the pitch from Krokowskis. 51 is a base hit for Joe DiMaggio. Fast runner, G26 stealing. Here is Keller. 1 for 4, 3 for 8 in the tournament with a home run. Here's the pitch to Keller. DiMaggio's not running. 33 is a 5 against Krokowskis. That's going to be a long drive. It might be. It could be. It is out of here. A home run for Charlie Keller, giving the Yankees a walk-off 5-3 victory And this is a tough game. And forgot to change all the innings, but it's over. We'll be back with the replay, with the wrap-up. So in this game, the Cleveland Indians scored 3 runs on 9 hits and 1 error. New York Yankees scored 5 runs on 11 hits and 2 errors. Rough day for the hot corner. There were 3 errors by third baseman in this game. The winning pitcher was Atlee Donald. He pitched 1 inning, gave up no runs. And the loser was Joe Kwiatkowski. He pitched 1 in the 3rd and gave up the 2-run home run to Charlie Keller, who is today's star of the game. Charlie King Kong Keller. He was 2 for 5 with the walk-off home run. That makes him 4 for 9 for the tournament with 2 home runs. So in the double elimination tournament, the Yankees move forward in the winner's bracket. They will play the winner of the Chicago White Sox hosting the Boston Red Sox. And the Indians go down in the bracket. They're going to take on Washington in game 10. Both teams are 1-1. Our next game is back to the winner's bracket in the National League. That's going to be Chicago hosting the Boston Bees in game 8 of the National League tournament. Trying to get a little better at this, but there's 3 things that seem to happen just about every game of these Apba games. The dice rolls off the table. The player cards flip face down. That happens pretty much every game. And lately I've been forgetting to change the innings on the scoreboard. My dad always said I had a one-track mind. He was right. So I'll try to get better. But other than that, I hope you enjoy these games. And I'll keep rolling and keep playing. We've got to have in 2 more games after we finish round 2. We're going to play the 1941 All-Star game. The actual game was won on a walk-off home run by Ted Williams. It was a very thrilling game in and of itself. And I'm very much looking forward to the 1941 All-Star game, which I'll put together after 2 more tournament games. Some time ago, when I did the dead ball era tournament, I talked about the Black Sox scandal of 1919. And I noticed that the 1919 Reds, they were a pretty good team. And I think even if the 1919 White Sox had not cheated and thrown the series, I think the Reds, I think they may have won under any circumstances. They had a .683 winning percentage. They were a good team, especially with their pitching. So I have no problem considering the 1919 Cincinnati Reds champions of baseball. 2017, I don't know who the champion is. Not happy with the sign stealing scandals with the Astros. When I coached high school baseball for 10 years, I was very concerned about stealing the other team's signs. It's something I worked on every game. Always assigned bench players to figure it out, and sometimes we did. And it's nice to know what's going to happen in a game beyond the obvious, but I felt like that was legitimate. Other teams were probably trying to steal my signs. So that part doesn't bother me, but using the video replays and cheating that way, that is a very big bother. And the Astros knew what they were doing, and they did it through the last half of the 2017 season. They did it through the postseason. So I don't consider them champions. I think the punishments were appropriate, but I don't think they go far enough. I think they should vacate their championship. And in Apba Classics, I'm not considering the 2017 Astros world champions. As far as the 2018 Red Sox, we have to see what the investigation is, but that might be the case there too. If I was offered a chance to use video replay to steal the other team's signs, I wouldn't do it. And I'm not trying to lift myself as being high and mighty, but when you win, you want to win because you know you win. And though everybody else might not know you're a winner, but if you cheated to win, I would know I was not a winner. So that's my feelings about what's going down in baseball today. Not happy. Not happy that the commissioner told other organizations today not to comment on the scandal. I'm not sure he has a right to tell the Dodgers, who were cheated out of the World Championship, to not comment about this scandal. Not too happy about that either.